जगवंदन गाइए गणपति 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 जगवंदन शंकर सुवन भवानी नंदन शंकर सुवन भवानी नंदन गाइए गणपति जगवंदन गाइए गणपति जगवंदन। सिद्धि सदन गज बदन विनायक 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 कृपा सिंधु सुंदर सब लायक कृपा सिंधु सुंदर सब लायक गाइए गणपति जगवंदन गाइए गणपति जगवंदन।
माता जी
मोदक प्रिय मुद मंगल दाता 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 विद्यावारिधि बुद्धि विधाता विद्यावारिधि बुद्धि विधाता गाइए गणपति जगवंदन गाइए गणपति जगवंदन। मांगत योगी जन कर जोरे मांगत योगी जन कर जोरे मांगत योगी जन कर जोरे बसहु श्री माता जी मानस मोरे बसहु श्री माता जी मानस मोरे गाई गणपति जगवंदन, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन। शंकर सुवन भवानी नंदन, शंकर सुवन भवानी नंदन, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन, गाइए गणपति जगवंदन।
Jai Shri Mataji. Welcome to all to this morning meditation. Let us stand up and welcome our mother with the three Maha mantras, followed by Shri Ganesha mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namah. Maha mantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Mahasarasvati Mahakali Trigunatmika Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namo. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namah. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradaini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namah. Let us bow down to Shri Mataji, raise our Kundalini and take Bandha. We will meditate to begin with on the 4 petals of the Muladhara chakra. By your grace, Shri Mataji, please allow us to meditate on you, you who are verily Shri Ganesh. Please improve our Muladhara chakra. Bless us with the establishment and expressions of all your divine qualities, the 4 petals of our Muladhara. Please, Mother, enlighten and cleanse and clean all the Muladhara of all the human beings on the world, of all adharmas, all perversions, all negativities linked to the Muladhara chakra that prevent human being to be innocent, pure, and completely humble before the divine. Our attention goes to the first petal, which goes downwards. We put both the hands on Mother Earth. Shri Mataji, please enlighten, cleanse, and give balance to our the first petal of our Muladhara. And bless us with complete establishment of your Ganesha Tattva in this petal. We will take Shri Ganesha mantra, Shri Ganesha Sakshat, Shri Bhumi Devi mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Bhumi Devi Mata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha. Keep our attention for a while on this petal of our Muladhara. Bring back our left hand to Shri Mataji and our attention on the second petal of our Muladhara, which is going to the left. We keep our right hand on Mother Earth. Shri Mataji, please, by your grace, enlighten, cleanse, and give complete balance to the left petal of our Muladhara. And bless us with complete establishment and expression of your divine qualities of our left Muladhara. Shri Nirmal Ganesh Mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirmal Ganesh Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha. Keep our attention on the left Muladhara. We bring back our right hand on the lap. Our attention goes to the right petal of our Muladhara chakra. Left hand on Mother Earth. Shri Mataji, by your grace, enlighten, cleanse, and give complete balance to the right petal of our Muladhara chakra. Destroy all evil inside us. Protect us from evil, all evil outside. Please destroy all evil in the human being, all that prevents them to worship God, to be humble. Shri Kartikeya Sakshat, Shri Ganesha Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kartikeya Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha. We keep our attention focused on the right Muladhara. Mataji, verily, you are the destroyer of all evil inside us and outside. You are Shri Rakshasa, you are Rakshasagni, and you are Rakshasantri. And you are also the one who destroys all diseases, all viruses, all supraconscious entities, anti-evolutionary entities. Om Roganashaka Namo Namaha. Om Anamaya Namo Namaha. Om Pishita Shaprabhanjana Namo Namaha. Please, Mataji, destroy in your children all that prevents them to be your divine, powerful, brilliant instruments through whom you are working to establish Sahaja Yoga and your kingdom on earth. Om Shri Maha Sarasvata Pratyaya Namo Namaha. Om Shri Nishkalanka Namo Namaha. Om Shri Nirmala Namo Namaha. We bring back both the hands to Shri Mataji, and our attention goes to the fourth petal of a Muladhara, which is in the central channel upward. Shri Mataji, by your grace, give complete balance to our Muladhara chakra. Bless us with complete establishment and expression of the complete, perfect, powerful innocence of Shri Ganesh, his complete harmony, perfect balance, humility, innocence, purity, divine discretion, and make us your powerful instruments through which you spread and establish innocence, purity, and faith in God in this world. Shri Ganesha Gauri Mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Gauri Mata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha. Let us bring our attention to the central heart. Take Shri Ganapati Sakshat, Shri Durga Mata Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganapati Sakshat Shri Durga Mata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Shri Mataji, by your grace, destroy all fear in our heart. Bless us with complete security, complete faith in you. You who are our Divine Mother, powerful Durga Mata. Please protect us from all evil, all fear. Bless us with complete faith in you, so that we can have complete faith in ourselves. As your divine children and instruments, bring our attention to the Agya Chakra. Mother, please come in our Agya Chakra. Enlighten, cleanse, and give complete balance to the Agya Chakra in us. Absorb all mental activity. Enlighten, cleanse, and clear completely our Agya Chakra. Shri Jesus Mahavishnu Sakshat, Shri Mary Mahalakshmi Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat, Shri Jesus Mahavishnu Sakshat, Shri Mary Mahalakshmi Sakshat, Shri Adi Shakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha. Mataji, please come in our brain. Enlighten, cleanse, and give complete balance to our brain. And give complete balance to all the chakras in our brain. Establish your room in our brain forever. Bless us with complete connection with you, your divinity in all your aspects. And come and settle in your golden divine throne in our Sahasrara. And we meditate while in silence with complete attention on our Sahasrara. Now we will watch the divine talk of our Mother on a Christmas puja.
for upkar. I was for upkar. I must have said lots of things about Christ before, and how Jesus Christ is related to Shri Radhaji. That he is the incarnation of Shri Ganesha, who was the son of the Adishakti to begin with. But then he was given to Shri Radhaji. And Shri Radha created as Mahalakshmi, as Mother Mary, this great incarnation of Christ. Now for the Western mind, it is impossible to understand how there can be an immaculate conception, because they have no sense at all, no sensitivity at all to spiritual life. We Indians can understand it. It's very easy for Indians to understand, because we had Shri Ganesha created that way. We just believe it, we don't doubt these things. Whatever is said about God is not to be doubted with this limited brain. That's not done in India. But in the West, from the very birth of Christ, they have had arguments with this limited brain they had. And the whole religion, in the name of Christ, is just a perversion. Such a horrible things have been said that is unbelievable. His purity, His holiness, His auspiciousness is never understood in the West. I think those who follow Christianity, how can they be so debased in their moral character? They are all right for their political, their economical, we can say their legal side, but their moral sense is absolutely missing. It's very surprising. Those who are followers of Christ should have the greatest amount of morality. He has said that thou shalt not have adulterous eyes. Such a subtle thing. Even the eye should not have adultery, should not have lust and greed. Such a subtle thing he has said it. And just think, in the West, people could not follow it because the whole religion got perverted under the influence of Paul and Peter. It's a very serious thing they have done against Christ. It's still going on. Still this Catholic Church, though being exposed so much, is still going on in India also. All over this stupid, this Protestant church also is going on everywhere. What good name have they brought to Christ? One should see. The first and foremost thing he has said, that you must enter into the kingdom of God, that you must be born again. So it's all mental, you are born again, you have a certificate, we are born again, finished. So this mental attitude of the West is responsible for killing the great incarnation of Christ. I think is another crucifixion. Mentally, you cannot understand spirituality. So they were telling me about brain trust. I said, brain trust in, I can't understand in Sahaja Yoga. In Sahaja Yoga, what is the brain trust? Where is the brain? In thoughtless awareness, where is the brain? So this brain trust business might be all right for any other place, but for Sahaja Yoga, I still don't understand what do you do in brain trust. Because some people want to come on the stage and speak, you see, they have a kind of a madness. They can't get over it. So they might be coming to the brain trust, maybe But it's not brain, it's the heart. It's the heart which has to be opened out. Because with brain, what we do is all kinds of materialism, all kinds of nonsense has come from human brain only, not so much from animal's brain. You can see if you go to any forest, it's clean, nice, smelling so well. But put one human being there and you will know that this filth, dirt has come from some human being. So as it is, they have made a mess of all the great incarnations, but worst is done to Christ. And I feel what a waste it was. So we must understand Christ in the right sense. He is the eternal child. He is the innocence itself. He is the source of innocence. And He is the bestower of all blessings in all chakras. But that doesn't mean that you are Christians, you should be very proud that, oh, she's talking about Christ. Many I have seen Sahajogis are still identified with Christ, while they have nothing to do with Christ at all. Now one has to understand that how Christ in His miraculous life has shown so many miracles. First of all, His birth was immaculate. Any kind of birth is immaculate. They are beyond sins. They are special people. They may come as human beings, they may come as angels, they may come as anything. They are divine, and we should understand that this little brain of ours cannot discuss about them and talk about them, but is to just surrender and worship them. They are much beyond us. So for the Western mind, it is important to understand that the life of Christ was such a blessing for them that they have lost it, they have wasted it, and they have never understood how to respect it. The whole thing became like a political, economical, nonsensical fraud. I had told you long time back that how we can prove that Christ was Ganesha. And He was the Logos, He was the, what we call is the Brahmanad, the first sound. By looking at your left side from the right side, if you see the Muladhara, you will see swastikas, because it is made of carbon atom. If you see from left to the right, you can see Omkara. And if you see from down upward, it looks like Alpha and Omega. In those days, Christ has said, I am the Alpha and I am the Omega. And now we have made the animation, we have no arrangement to show you there. I don't know if you could arrange it somehow. But you can see clearly what I have said can be proved. So as you worship Ganesha, you must worship Christ in the same manner for all those who worship Ganesha. Because I have seen that Hindus, they are stuck to Ganesha. Our Christians are stuck to Christ. Even after coming to Sahaja Yoga, they carry those traits. Ganesha is all right up to a point, and then it is important we must pray to His incarnation, that is Christ. In the same way, those who worship Christ must also worship Ganesha, because he is the source. He is the potential of Christ. All this was in the divine plan, done with divine discretion. Everything was done so beautifully But as I told you, human beings are good at massacring anything that is beautiful. And that's how it has happened. It's very, very sad. And on his birthday today, we have to decide that he is to be born within us again in a proper way. That he is the Alpha and the Omega. At that time of his time, I didn't know that anybody knew about these symbols. These symbols also must have come from unconscious to some of the great mathematicians in long time, and that's why these symbols are used exactly like Alpha and Omega. You see him clearly. It is so clear-cut now in surgery. We can prove so many things, all tangible. How Christ used to cure people. What did he do? It's all tangible. We can prove it now in surgery. How it works, how these powers work out. But we have to first of all cleanse our lives. We have to lead a very honest, powerful and pure life. I've seen those stalls outside. I told them not to put up any stalls here because they are making profit for themselves, not for surgery. Once Christ saw like that and he took a hunter and hit all of them. No, I can't do that. One should not encourage these people. It's not a shopping center. You have come for meditation. It's all right if you need anything. We have bought things for you. If you buy them, there might be little profit, may not be, but that will go to surgery. It's not going to be used for any private purpose. But these people from outside come and put up a stall and you all run about. Means you are still hanging around with that thing. You have come here for what? One should be all the time meditative in Ganpati. All the time. You should be in a meditative condition and shouldn't get to these mundane things which you always do outside also. But these people know that you still have those weaknesses. That's why they have put up the stalls. Leaders should stop all this nonsense. I have told not to eat outside. Last time all of you suffered because of that. But still the stalls are on. That means they know there are some culprits who would like to buy things from them and get sick and bring bad name to surgery. So the first thing of Ganesha is that wisdom. And that wisdom we see in the life of Christ. From the very beginning, he was so confident of it, that at the age of 12 years, he went and talked to these Parsis, means the people who were priests. We still have priests and mullahs and these Bhajis and all of them, these so-called Dharma Martandas all over. But he went and argued with them at that young age. And he must be saying, what are you doing here? What is this? What are you talking? All lip service. He was discussing and talking to them, but his parents perhaps were frightened that these people might kill him, so they brought him to India. He came to India for wisdom. I don't know where is that wisdom missing now from Indians. But must be this country was full of wisdom when he came and stayed in India. And we have lots of memories about him. Even the King Shalivahana met him is described in his book that he met a man in Kashmir who was very saintly, and he asked him, "What's your name?" He said, "My name is Isa." See now, imagine, Isa. E is the word used in Vedas for the Adishakti. Sa means with. He said, "My name is Isa." He said, "From what country you come?" He said, "I come from a country which is foreign to me, and this is my country. So this India, the Bharat, the Hindustan, was the country of spirituality. And one should not try to compete and feel inferior to other countries who have gone up materially higher. You don't know where they are. But we should be spiritually higher. That's what Christ said. This is my own country. It's clearly written. That means Christ recognized that this country of spirituality is his own. So we belong to that country of spirituality and not to the materialistic or to the mundane or the baser type of life. In his lifetime, which was so very short, whatever he has said, every word is great. But as I told you, that this Paul tried to completely change, re-edit the Bible, and he's put lots of things in there. Whatever weaknesses he has put them nicely. Now recently I have got a book which was hidden in a jar in Egypt for about till 50 years. They discovered it. And this book is called as the Library of Hamadi. The place was called Hamadi, where it was discovered. And what Christ has said, what Thomas has written, when Thomas was coming to India, he put all these things. It's very interesting. About drinking, he said, drinking begets debauchery. It's a bad word to use. And while Christians don't know, on the contrary, they think that drinking is allowed in Christianity very nicely. Was he mad to allow drinking? How can he allow drinking which goes against your awareness? But they thought it was nice. And that's what people have been using as a big attraction, that you can drink in Christianity. So in the other religion, like Catholic religion, you could have only once the marriage. So they have one marriage and 10 keeps is alright, allowed. In the Bible is written, only you can have one marriage, you cannot divorce. So do what you like. No sense of morality. And everything came like a derailment towards themselves. And they accepted one after another all kinds of nonsense. And the basic thing of Christ's life is morality. He is on the left side, as you can see from Shri Ganesha. And then he establishes himself at again. But morality is the essence of his life. What we call in Indian language is character. Our character is how we lead a life of purity. We indulge into all kinds of nonsense. I mean, if you go to the West, you'll be amazed what things they do. I mean, you cannot even believe it, and I cannot even mention it to you. You won't believe that these so-called advanced countries are advancing towards war. Impossible. We cannot conceive it even. Such an impurity, such a horrible, destructive immorality. And I don't know from where it comes. I think something wrong with genetics. From where do they get these ideas? One after another. It's impossible to believe these people doing all these things and then nicely dress up and go to church on Sunday, pray to God and come back. Now it is for you to decide. You have to pull out all these people in your own countries. And you have to tell them, This is all nonsense in the name of Christ and in the name of God. You have to come up and talk about it. Same about Shri Ganesh. I have seen in Pune, I was surprised, there was Ganesha Mahotsav. Everybody was drinking nicely. The horrible dirty songs, some western songs, some horrible cinema songs put up there, and everybody was using as a disco in front of Shri Ganesh. Sahaja should go and object to this kind of a nonsense. That how could dare they drink in the presence of Shri Ganesh? No wisdom of Shri Ganesha, no respect for his auspiciousness. Now, not only drinking, doing all kinds of things. Shri Ganesha has been shown by these tantrikas as something so horrible, which is also done by so many psychologists, so-called, in the West. Thank God one of them, this Mr. Freud, is exposed now. So the another quality of Ganesha is shown in Christ's life is the devotion to Mother. In that book, Mary is telling them about knowledge. But this Paul objects to it. And she says that this is what you have to achieve. But he doesn't want to. He's arguing with her. But then Thomas said that what Christ has said on the cross, behold the Mother. She is the Mother of Christ. And how dare you insult her? But just the opposite, Paul never respected women. So he he called her as just a woman. No respect. For Mahalakshmi, no respect. Can you imagine? Just a woman. And a big controversy going on these so-called advanced people, whether the women should be ordained as priests or not. We think we are very backward, but I think they are so backward in religion. Nonsense. We had Gargi, Maitreyi, such people here. And we respect the Mother as the Adi Shakti. She is the one, we call her, the one who has created us. She is the one who looks after us. For us, she is important, Shakti is important. They don't call her Shakti, but a woman. And supposed to be very advanced people. And all other nonsense they do in the name of advancement, it's impossible to tell. So my words fall short, feel so ashamed. In the name of Christ. Today now when we are celebrating the pure life of Christ, He came on this earth. They can't believe that He could have been so pure. A criminal cannot believe that others could be non-criminal. So we have to, within ourselves, see if we have developed that purity of mind that expresses through our eyes. Eyes have to become innocent. Otherwise they have no effect. If you are hankering after attracting other people and charming other people and all that, you are not a sajjana. There's no need. Once the light is within yourself, people will know. As Sajogis, you have to have the light of Christ in your own life.
Attention on the Sahasrara. We'll sing the third Maha Mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalaki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swami Moksha Pradayini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namo. Thank you, Shmataji, for all your blessings bestowed upon us through this meditation, for all your blessings since ever, forever. You can do Namaskar, raise our Kundalini, and take Mandan.
Sarvangi Sundaruti Shendurachi Kanti Jalke Mal Mukta Falanchi Jai Deva Jai Mangala Murti Darshan Makleman Kamana Purti Jai Deva Jai Mangala Murti Darshan Makleman Kamana Purti Jyoti Kumkum Keshera Hire Jadita Mukuta Shobha Tobara Runjumtino Pure Chani Gagaria Jai Deva Jai Mangala Murti Darshan Matre Man Kamana Purti Jai Deva Jai Mangala Murti Darshan Matre Man Kamana Purti Lambodar Pitambar Fanivar Vandana Sarel Sundava Kratunda Trinayana Das Ramachavat Pai Sadana Sankashte Pavave Survar Vandana Jai Deva Jai Mangala Murti Darshan Matre Man Kamana Purti Jai Deva Jai Mangala Murti Darshan Matre Man Kamana Purti Jai Deva Jai Mangala Murti Darshan Matre Man Kamana Purti Jai Deva Jai Mangala Murti Darshan Matre Man
Thank you all for joining. Have a nice day. Jai Shri Mataji.